I just wanted to check in this morning because a whole lot of shenanigans happened on the morning show this morning, and I'm trying to regroup myself and figure out how best to navigate this. So I want to give my side of the story, not feeling ambushed. So last week, my nanny quit unexpectedly. She had some family issues that happened, and I was empathetic to the situation, but also still need somebody to take care of my kids. I had a conversation with my person, and we talked about like what we were looking for, whatever. Bunch of people, y'all, I'm heated, so y'all gonna give me a second, okay? So a bunch of people applied. They sent a whole bunch of different stuff, and somebody who slid in my DMs was a young lady. She was absolutely beautiful, and I don't know what, smart, whatever. I don't know any of that. All I could see was like how she looked. She just said like, hey, I'm available and I can watch your kids. So I want to clear up a few things. She came in today unexpectedly. I did not know that she was coming in. That's where my issue lies, because as a member of a show who is equal parts, I have been on a show where the show was the man's name, right? So like, it's obvious you're not equal. Multiple times I've been on a show where it was the so-and-so show or the so-and-so show. It was never like the fam in the morning. We are a team, we are a group, we're equal parts on this morning show. And, we do show prep every night, every morning, and we talk about everything that is going to come up. So obviously, to my surprise this morning, when they just bring on homegirl, mind you, I never even responded to her direct message, okay? So they took it upon themselves to reach out to her, let her know it was her. I also don't feel bad as a feminist, as somebody who is about women equality. I don't feel bad for not allowing someone in my house who I don't want in my house. She's a very beautiful girl. Yes, I have been cheated on. For all of y'all who are screaming, she was cheated on, it's her past. Right, don't you learn from your past? Okay, so first things first, my father cheated with the babysitter, okay? I have a whole brother out there who the babysitter had, who I'm pretty sure is my brother, my actual blood brother. So there's that. Second, my husband cheated. I don't think that makes you insecure. I think that can make you proactive, okay? So do I trust my person? Absolutely. Absolutely, I trust my person. I think he's the dopest dude I've ever dealt with. But we as a couple sat down and we talked about what we wanted. I asked him if a Manny was a possibility. He said absolutely not. So if he gets to choose that we can't have a Manny, and there were some man applications, how come I can say, listen, I don't want her in my house because I just don't want to have, every single day. It's different if we work at a daycare center and she's showing up. This is my house. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I can stand next to Halle Berry and still feel confident. I love my spirit. So I come to work with beanies on and some sweatpants. Like, I'm comfortable in myself. So all that insecure stuff, everybody's talking, cool, whatever. Everybody has insecurities. But what I'm not going to do is come to my place of work, which actually is my safe haven, okay? I doubt myself as a mom. I doubted myself as a wife. I doubt myself as a partner sometimes. I doubt myself as a friend. I do not doubt myself as somebody who busts her ass on the radio. I've been doing this for like 15 years. I know I'm good at it. I know why I'm here. So for me, it's just like, I just don't want to be ambushed at work. So at the end of the day, like, you have to have respect for the people you work with, and the people who you work with have to respect you. And I don't feel bad about not wanting somebody in my house. And it's okay for anybody to feel how they want to feel, but to allow this girl to come in here talking about you're insecure and you don't want that, like, no, baby girl, I just don't want you in my house. And that's not about insecurities. Sometimes it's about being proactive, okay? I don't want to allow a situation to even arise. Like they say, don't put yourself in a situation where something might not turn out the way that you want to. And I'm not going to do that. So yeah, I feel bad for her, but like, she can get another job. It's just one nanny house. If somebody else might hire her, but I don't have to do anything that I don't want to do, and neither do you, and neither does she. And for people to be like that, like, no. And for them to allow her to stay on the radio after I left and to keep talking about me and my insecurities, like, that's some bullshit. That's crazy. It's disrespectful. I'm so furious because like, this is the fam in the morning. These are my people. And to allow some girl to come in here, not even that, to reach out to some girl that I didn't even reach out to, like, that's crazy. So at the end of the day, like, I know my worth, and it's not worth it. It is not worth it to me to work with people who want to ambush me. It is not worth it to me to allow her to come in here and start talking all this craziness. Like, homegirl, it's not that serious. I didn't want you in my house. I think I'm a baddie. So it's not about her just being a pretty girl. It's about how I want to run my household. And I think that's okay. Like I said, yes, we all have insecurities, but it really isn't about being insecure. It's about being proactive. Like, I'm not doing that. So you can call me insecure if you want to. You can say you have mental health issues. Newsflash, I talk about it all the time. I'm an advocate for mental health. But you know what? I protect my mental. I protect my energy. And I'm not bringing somebody in my house that I don't want to. And off of one Instagram message, I don't have to choose anybody. So they can kiss my ass for the day. And whoever else got a problem with my decisions of my household and my life, I'm sorry. Unless you live my life and you walk in these shoes, there's like, I really don't. I don't care. Like, this is crazy. I'm a proactive person. I don't want to live through what I lived through before. My ex-husband worked in clubs. He was a DJ. He was around girls all the time. Like, why would I invite that into my household? No, thank you. I'm smarter. I'm smarter than that. So it is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, we as women have to support each other, and I wish her the best. I do. She is a singer. She said like 3 different things. She got 3 whole careers. She'll be just fine. But nannying Danny's kids is not going to be one of them, and I will never apologize for that. And them ambushing me was some bullshit. Some certified Class A Secret Service FBI bullshit, and I'm not going. So be mad if you want to. Support me if you want to. Don't support me if you want to. It's your choice. Just like it's my choice who I let in my house. It's really that simple. The fam in the morning has been one of the best things to ever happen to me. But at the end of the day, I don't have to put up with bullshit. And what happens in your house is your house. And I'm getting emotional because I'm furious. Like, you don't get to do that to people. I would never in my life set people up like that. Never in my life. So if you think that this is about insecurity or mental health or whatever, like, say what you want to say. But at the end of the day, I am good at my job. I would never have just ambushed the boys on anything like that. And let's ask the women in their lives if they would have let homegirl up in their house. Because trust and believe, women will do anything to protect their family. And my man is also in agreement with me. He was like, nah, she can't be our nanny. I don't understand. So whatever. And on International Women's Day, they ambushed me. Super dope, fellas. Super dope. So y'all can figure it out. Find you a woman who will hire a pretty bitch. I don't care. Whatever. It really doesn't matter to me. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know how this is going to turn out. From what I hear, they allowed her to stay after I left, and that's cool. Let her stay. It is what it is. So I appreciate those of y'all who support me. Quick's wife absolutely would have said hell no. Without a doubt. She's a friend of mine. There's no way in hell she'd have allowed it. So that's really what it is. So anyway, if y'all have any questions, I'm here to answer them before I take my ass home to my babies and my old ass nanny. Because yes, that is how I run my household, and I'm okay with that. I'm trying to read some of your questions. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Is the nanny position still open? No, Auntie Pat done picked up the job. She's a family friend, and I'm very happy to have her. Whew, y'all, my heart, like, I'm sweating in places I should not be sweating. It's a problem over here. It is a problem. Whoo, 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 whoo. Agreed. They should have never allowed her to stay in there while I left. So then she could just say what she wants to without, yeah. I'll be honest with you. Like, I'm emotional because I just can't believe the setup. Like, I don't like her being in her feelings about not being hired because she's pretty. Like, I find myself attractive. I'm very confident. And I think that I have benefited immensely from pretty girl privilege and light skin privilege and all these things. So like, I'm aware of these privileges. But I also know, like, you know, I've had people tell me, like, you only got this way because you smiled your way through it, or you're a pretty girl, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. But I also know that I would not be offended if I went to somebody's house and she was like, yeah, I'm not just going to have you in my house because I'm not going to tempt this like this. It is what it is. And I'm okay with that. So I don't want to be set up. I don't want to feel like I'm being ambushed. And at the end of the day, like, you got to protect your mental and your inner peace and all of that. And that walking away from the show today was exactly what needed to happen, because I'm not, I'm furious. And they don't come in here. Don't come in here. Don't come in here. So anyways, that's my okay, before I get off of this, because I'm still trying to wrap my head around the shenanigans of this morning. Okay, before I get off of this, because I really need to like get off of this and kind of try to figure out how this all happened and what, like, this is crazy. I will say this. It's not cool to, like, it is evident. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I'm transparent as hell. I don't have no secrets. So my husband cheated on me with the stripper. Okay, yes, on my couch, my red velvet couch. I talk about it a lot. It's not a secret. I have 2 beautiful daughters that I love, and I actually am still really cool with him because he's cool to my kids. My dad was a cheater. My sister and I are 3 months apart. So yes, history has a way of teaching you to be proactive. So if you want to call that insecure, call it what you want, baby, but I'm gonna call it being proactive. And no, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so no. And it's not about not trusting my man. He's dope. He's the dopest, and I love him. But when you have a conversation with your man and he tells you, nah, you can't hire no mannies, and you're like, nah, I'm not hiring no baddies, I think that that's something that you've created in your household. So no, I'm not. So yeah, that whole insecurity thing, I think everybody has some type of insecurities. If you want to be real, I'm trying to lose 10 pounds. That's my insecurities. But what me and my man have is so beautiful and so dope. Like, I'm not really concerned about that. It was more so my anger at being ambushed. Like, she can come in and she can say whatever she wants to say, but like, give me a heads up. Like, have enough respect for me that you're like, hey, homegirl reached out. She wants to tell her side of the story and support women. And like, no, she didn't. She didn't want to support women. She came into a show to battle me, and I was never battling her. I specifically said she was beautiful and she probably was talented as a singer and an actor and an Instagram model or whatever else she did. I just simply didn't want her in my home, and I'm okay to say that. So I don't want to be ambushed ever, and I would not ambush anybody. So that's, I don't know, that's crazy to me that they thought that that was a logical way to handle it. And you know, for them to keep saying like, you're such a feminist and you're this and that. Yeah, I'm also not one dimensional. I'm a multi-dimensional person, and I'm still flawed as a person. And if it's a flaw to not want somebody in your house, cool. But again, I think it's being proactive. I don't think it has anything to do with insecurity. Like, I literally could be next to I've been next to Halle Berry. I've been next to some of the most beautiful women in the world and still felt confident because my spirit is dope and can't nobody take that from me. So at the end of the day, like, all that, what happened today was some bullshit. And if I could leave you with anything, it don't matter if it's your job, it don't matter if it's your man, it don't matter if it's whoever, your mama, it don't matter. If somebody in your life wants to show you disloyalty, believe them. And that's what it comes down to. And what happened today was disloyalty. And if there's one thing I do not do, it's disloyalty. And if y'all want to come for me because I protect my family at all costs, and I built a fence around my house to protect what I'm building with my man and my children, more power to you. Be mad. Be big mad. Because guess what? She can take her pretty ass up out my studio and she still ain't got this nanny job. I hope y'all have a good day. Wish me well, because I really don't know what's about to happen. I ain't talking to these fools for a while. So, you know, it just, that was not cool at all. It really wasn't. My phone is blown up. My parents is calling me because they listen. I'm like, listen, let me just breathe it out for a little bit. But I just, you know, as somebody who does struggle with mental health, I think throwing around that insecurity word to somebody who's so blatantly transparent about all her issues is just bullshit. Like, it really is bullshit. So thank you for the support. Thank you for the non-support, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to make the best decisions for me and my family, whether you like it or not. I hope y'all have a great day. And, you know, happy International Women's Day, right?